to prevent and, of course, to cure.
If you thought Jackson Mandago's problems were cooling off, then the fire is just getting started. Uasin Gishu, Senator Jackson Mandago and 7 others are now facing new charges in connection to the 50 million shilling Finland education case. This development comes after the Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, Renson Ingonga, approved charges brought forward by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, in the ongoing probe into the education scholarship scam. Mandago, who was already dealing with similar charges in a Nakuru court following a Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI probe, now faces additional charges. The DPP has given the EACC the green light to arrest and charge the senator and others involved in the 1.1 billion shilling scholarship programme that was set up during Mandago's tenure as governor of Uasin Gishu County. Investigators from the EACC travelled to Finland and Canada, where they interviewed students about the scandal. Based on the evidence they gathered, the DPP concluded there was sufficient reason to charge Mandago and his co-accused. In a letter dated September 25th, the DPP approved the new charges, which also include other suspects named in the EACC's probe. The list of new suspects includes Phyllis Wanjiku Warigi, a gender officer in the Deputy Governor's Office, Tony Kibet Tanui, a Principal Education Officer in the Youth Affairs and Sports Department, and Joel Rutto, the Director of the County Education Revolving Fund. In addition, a company named Skill Dove Limited and any other entities involved in the fraudulent acquisition of funds are also under investigation. This probe is part of the larger 1.1 billion shilling Finland scholarship scandal. Investigations reveal that 284.4 million shillings were paid to universities in Finland and Canada, 315.9 million shillings went to foreign agencies, and 50.7 million shillings was paid to local agencies. Meanwhile, another 308.9 million shillings and 74.2 million shillings were withdrawn in cash. The DPP's decision to proceed comes after the DCI failed to provide key evidence needed to prosecute the case in Nakuru, leaving gaps that the ODPP flagged. Now, with the new charges in place, the saga surrounding Jackson Mandago and the Scholarship Fund seems far from over. In a bid to build a stronger case in this matter that has dominated headlines for months, the ODPP requested the DCI to provide crucial evidence, including key documents, to ensure the prosecution progressed smoothly. However, in a surprising twist, the DCI asked the ODPP to withdraw the current case in court against Senator Mandago and 3 others, and replace it with the one developed by the EACC, which had more comprehensive details. One of the DCI's main concerns, as outlined in their cover notes, was their inability to track the money trail in the case, something the EACC had already uncovered during their investigation. In a letter to DPP Ingonga dated September 19th, Deputy Director of Investigations at the DCI, Paul Wakira, indicated their intention to withdraw the charges against Mandago, Meshach Rono, Joseph Kipkemboi Maritim, and Joshua Lele. Wakira admitted that when the case was initially filed in court, several areas hadn't been thoroughly investigated. The EACC's probe, on the other hand, had uncovered stronger evidence that could lead to convictions and help recover the stolen funds. The DCI also noted gaps in their investigation, such as the number of students admitted to Finnish universities like Tampere, Laurea, Jyväskylä, Gradia Consortium College, Metropolia and Elyut, as well as the academic fees and other incidental costs each student had paid. They were unable to secure original documents, which had already been collected by the EACC. Similarly, the DCI was unable to determine the number of students admitted to Canadian universities such as Thompson Rivers, Northern Lights College, and Sternberg College, or the fees and other costs involved for these students. The DCI's acknowledgement of these gaps, combined with the EACC's thorough investigation, highlights the critical need for the shift in focus toward the EACC's case, which appears to be more promising in bringing the culprits to justice. Furthermore, The DCI highlighted that they were unable to determine the number of visas processed at the Finnish embassy and the Canadian High Commission for students who were supposed to travel to Finland and Canada, as well as the associated visa processing fees. The DCI informed the DPP that agents acted as intermediaries between the EACC county government and the universities in both countries, and their testimony is crucial to the case. Additionally, the DCI noted that the Pathways Studies programme, which was later introduced by the Finnish universities, became a significant issue during the hearings, yet it was not covered in their investigation. Key details, such as when the programme was introduced, how it was offered, whether online or in person, who conducted the programme, how much it cost per student, how many students participated, and whether the cost was included in the overall academic year fee, were left unresolved. The DCI sought this information through Interpol and Mutual Legal Assistance, MLA, from both countries, but no response had been received by the time of their report. These gaps have become prominent in the hearings, and defence lawyers have been quick to exploit the lack of such crucial information. Mr. Wachira also pointed out that the trial seemed biased in favour of the defence. During the last hearing, the court issued arrest warrants for prosecution witnesses at the defence's request, bypassing standard court procedures for issuing summons, as typically handled by the prosecution. With these ongoing challenges, it's clear that the case has taken a complicated turn, raising concerns about how the trial is being managed. This was a clear violation of court procedures by the trial court, Wachira emphasised. He argued that since the EACC holds the original documents they collected from the EACC county government and conducted thorough investigations in both Finland and Canada, it would be appropriate for the anti-graft agency to present their case. We are requesting that the case currently before the Chief Magistrates Court in Nakuru be withdrawn under Section 87A of the Criminal Procedure Code, and that the accused be charged anew based on the ongoing investigation by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, Wachira added. Senator Mandago and the other accused were first arrested and arraigned on August 17, 2023, where they entered pleas of not guilty before the Chief Magistrates Court in Nakuru. However, one suspect, Joseph Kipkemboi Maritime, remains at large and is believed to be residing in Canada. The DCI further documented that a stop order had been registered with the Directorate of Immigration Services. The trial began on July 1, 2024, and so far 26 witnesses have testified, with another 12 witnesses bonded for future testimonies. The charges the accused face include conspiracy to commit an economic crime, abuse of office, breach of trust, fraudulent acquisition of public property, and uttering false documents, all of which fall under Section 353 of the Penal Code. The legal process is now moving forward with the hope that the fresh case will strengthen the prosecution's efforts to hold those responsible accountable. And that's the latest on Senator Jackson Mandago's ongoing legal battles and the developments surrounding the Finland education scandal. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share it with others who might be interested in staying informed. We appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video, inshallah. This is Jennifer Harrison, directed by Peter Tosh Williams. Until next time, stay informed, and God be with you all.